It's that time again, night owls. Fall in. Battle buddy check-in. You two otter ducks, misfits, my night ravens, all my heathens. Come on in, have a seat. You know, one day I really should just go ahead and do a podcast so that TikTok will stop shadow banning me for having long videos, even though it's an option. But I can't help it. I have a lot to say. Especially when I'm checking in on you guys. Or talking about fight. Because I can talk about fight forever. So, one general thing I did want to talk about is change. A lot of people fear change. And part of the definition with change is also transformation. Things that change, transform to some way, whether it changed, however, good or bad. But, which is funny because I think it was Sunday. Okay, my children are outdoorsy kids. So my 5-year-old caught a worm, and Sunday, and I warned him it was not going to make it if he didn't let it go. Let Mother Nature go. I don't know how long it'd been there, but I forgot exactly when he caught it. But at Sunday, I literally roll out of bed and just walk out my bedroom door, and I see my 5-year-old with a bag of popcorn in one hand, and there's a butterfly in his other hand. And I'm just like, what did I just walk in on? And this butterfly's just chilling. Like, hi, Mom. Like, I'm like, that's awesome. And okay, this happened. He's like, oh yeah, that worm and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. So, change, transformation. Then, of course, my husband's actually getting serious about the idea of starting to work out again, trying to eat more healthy, try to eat right. And which is crazy because literally 12 months ago, this time last year, we were on the verge of admitting him because he was not in a good state. And the VA was just like, oh, we'll just up his prescription. It's like, that's not what we were asking for. We're asking, he needs to be admitted. He hadn't eaten like days and not having pleasant thoughts, and I was at work and things were just crazy, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And so yeah, it was a very rough time last year. So change, transformation, we're always moving forward. I don't know what really sparked him to really be like, okay, let's go, because I used to be a personal trainer. Fitness is my everything. So even though I've tried to encourage him to work out or eat right, it was absolutely a no. But we're going to start working out tomorrow, so I think that's cool. We'll see how long he lasts. So people are always changing. Thing is, you can't be afraid of change, because sometimes that change can be good. Say, like the butterfly example, it's always a great analogy for transformation, change. It always seems like it's a scary thing, but then you become more beautiful. You can actually fly and get places. You actually have all these opportunities now. So here we are at nighttime when our demons love to play, right? Well, change can be good. And if you're in a sticky, unpleasant situation, a dark situation, change may be what is needed. But you also have to find your support system, people who will encourage you, people who can safely be there to catch you when you fall, but also encourage you and help you with those resources getting out of that situation. Same as getting out of the military. Simply having those resources or people to fall on when you fall. It's not if you fall, it's when you fall. Because there are some veterans out there, because as you know, fight, it's all about perspective, but it does more so have the perspective from veterans, but of course mental health in general is for everybody, but I tend to speak more for the veterans. Well, not for them, just try to speak for those who don't know what to say and whatnot, because a lot of us do feel like we lose our voice when we leave the military. So having these resources, which is why fight is so important, and so trying to encourage the awareness, like, hey, 22 plus is a real thing. Yeah, we're human. We do have bad apples. We have stolen valor. We've got a lot of things going against us. And the VA isn't always 100%, but finding genuine people who have your back, having the good mentors, the good leaders. We can still be those good leaders and warriors on this side. So Fight really wants to encourage everybody, especially us veterans, that change can be good. It can be scary, especially depending on how long you've been in the service, and then you're doing that transformation type phase. Because I always find it feels like a limbo sometimes. When I think back, it did feel like a limbo. It felt like it was just that it was just a period of just change. It was almost like you didn't really know how to comprehend anything, because the jargon's different, lifestyle is different. Obviously, you're going from military to civilian again, and so you're having to retrain your mind that, okay, it's okay to relax. It's okay to, it's okay. Just breathe. Because we had to train a certain way when you're in the military, depending on if you were deployed or not. Were you in garrison? Were you just training? Where were you? In TC? Where were you? What were you doing? You had to train your body and your mind how to adapt and survive those moments. So when you come home and you're just sitting there, you're waiting for the other ball to drop. You're waiting for something to happen, that chaos. And so a lot of us feel comfortable in chaos. I feel comfortable in the dark, which is very ironic for Fight, because I am everything and nothing at the same time. I am yin and yang at the once. I think Mental Health Warrior and I were saying, I need to get a shirt for myself that says I am a clusterfuck of contradictions. I need someone to make that shirt for me, because that is what I am. Because I am light and dark. I am weird. I am not, but I am. Some people say I'm smart. I don't feel like I am. I'm a squirrel, but I'm not. I'm, mentally spicy, a little bit. I'm a little bit of everything. But it makes me unique, but it makes life fun too. So sitting in the dark, Fight is very, very unique, and I'm only on this app for Fight, but I do hope to encourage other people. So I hope that if you are experiencing this fear, this sense of change, this progression, that you're just like, I don't know what this is, it's probably change coming, especially if you fall on hard times, or if you feel like you're being overwhelmed because things keep happening and you're like, hold on, hold the phone, what's happening? Let's take a step back. Change is happening, whether you're ready or not. So have a support system where you can find a friend, family member, someone you can talk to and go, hey, this is going on. How do you think? Because sometimes that outside perspective outside of your head is what's needed so that you can stay calm in that moment. So those events that are taking place, once the dust settles, you can re-engage, okay, now we can, adapt and overcome. We're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. You're going to re-strategize. Got to be that good leader and warrior that you were trained to be, and still are. Even if the uniform comes off, we can still stand up for our fellow veterans. We can still fight for one another. You can still fight on that battlefield, but never go into a battle alone. Always call for backup and keep fighting the fight. I hope that you were able to find your 3 positives for today, and I hope you did your one good deed for someone else. Just remember to breathe. I hope y'all have a great night, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow. Keep fighting the fight.